Most of you probably already know what Cuphead is, so I'll keep this short. Cuphead is a video game with an art style inspired by 1930s rubber hose animation, and I have to say that this game is downright gorgeous. The lengths that the creators went through to create this game and the attention to detail is astonishing. And of course, because of its popularity, a fandom has sprouted out of it very quickly. But for the first time, it's not the fandom that has been annoying me. It's the fact that some people are actually surprised that some bizarre things have been made in it. Like this happens in every single fandom on the internet, there's no exceptions. I thought we learned this already. I mean, you can make fun of it and investigate it just like I'm going to be doing for the rest of this video, but like, is anyone genuinely shocked that strange people have made strange things about the newest hit game? Because I'm not. I mean, you might as well get as much entertainment out of it as possible at this point. So I guess that's what I'm going to do, specifically on Deviantart. Let's start off with one of the most popular crossovers there is in this fandom, Bendy and the Ink Machine and Cuphead. Both have art styles that are inspired by early 20th century animation, which is probably why people can imagine them in the same universe so easily. But in my opinion, Cuphead executed this style much better. I actually like this art despite its anatomical shortcomings. I'm always a fan of suicidal characters. I can relate to them on a profound level. And in this case, the finger gun pointed at his head is actually a lot more serious than it seems, considering his finger is an actual weapon in the game. This drawing represents a common theme that has been recurring in the fandom, mainly in the pornography. For some reason, people like to show someone sucking or blowing into the straw of Cuphead or Mugman and getting some sort of feeling out of it. Now clearly this drawing wasn't intended for pornographic reasons, but whenever I see something like this I can't help but see those other suggestive images in my mind. We might be witnessing the birth of a new fetish. The drawing itself is full of detailed textures and a pleasant use of color. The only thing that is odd is the light source, which is a bit inconsistent. The lighting on Cuphead suggests that there is light in the center of the space to the left of him, while with Mugman the light appears to be coming from the top. And this is exactly what I was talking about. I guess that the Cuphead fandom is convinced this is some sort of sexual intercourse for these creatures. I've seen many things on Deviantart, but the way that straw wrinkles or grows veins or whatever genuinely disturbs me. There's also the Confederate flag in the background, because that fits. But aside from this, the art is well made and polished. Also, I'm pretty sure this is satirical, but nonetheless, it makes me want to regurgitate my own organs. Of course, there has also been an accumulation of OCs. Most of them are based off some sort of beverage container, something like a coffee cup or a red Solo cup, which doesn't really fit in with the universe where the technology is supposed to be kind of old, but there's OCs made out of them anyway. Here we have a milkshake OC. One of the things I notice is that the whipped cream is outside of the walls of the cup. I don't know if that's intentional, but keeping it in the center of the cup would probably make for a better design. I also don't understand why there's an underskirt view and nothing else. Usually in these OC diagrams you have like the front view, side view, and maybe some expressions. This just seems oddly specific. I'm not complaining, it provides more information, it's just a bit weird. So this OC might look a bit familiar, and that's because it's a traced over, edited version of the original Cuphead design. I don't really see the point in making something like this. It's just the main character but colored blue. There's not much to separate it from the character in the game, it's barely an OC. In the description, however, the artist tries to make it very clear that this OC is completely different from the main character. This is my Cuphead OC. Ice Cooler. He has the same body type as Cuphead himself, however. His shot types are completely different from Cuphead. His Battle Begin animation is different. He has no brother and is not directly related, actually not related at all, to the two brothers. Most of that would be unnecessary if they simply drew a different design. Here is Cuphead, but just a head. Moving on, I guess. Every now and then, I come across a piece of fan art like this, with no context or explanation. Here we have Cuphead dunking King Dice's beady-eyed head into a basketball hoop. Again, I don't know what to make of this. I guess all I can ask is why, but the person in the description has already answered me with why not, and I guess that's the only answer I'll ever get. This fan art is one I enjoy mainly because they decided to add more detail to the original design instead of making a copy. It's very fluid in both the body and the line work, but there are some strange flaws. The hand is either far too wide or the fingers are far too short, and the pants don't seem to have a back covering their legs. When the cloth wraps around the leg, it should kind of continue until it wraps back around again. Right now it looks like his pants are just covering his front. Anyway, my name is Solar Sands, this has been Browsing Deviantart. I made your Cuphead video, you can stop bugging me about it now, and goodbye.